gentlemen, we're also close to three fantastic people to bring out on this stage. And we're going to do so right now by saying, Gabe Tigerman, Adam Rose, and Jeffery!
Give it 3 steps, give it 3 steps, Mr. Give it 3 steps for the door.
That's Jeff. That's Gabe.
Give it 3
That's Adam.
steps, give it 3 steps, Mister, and you never see me no more.
Saturday night special.
There they are.
Fantastic. Here we are again, Gabe.
Go there.
Here we are.
We've added a new cast member to the Andy Asmodeus spinoff.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey!
It just.
It's me!
It's Adam.
It's Mr. Nine Fingers.
Oh, yes.
All right.
There's a story there.
Here's
Where
what
to
this
start
panel is
off?
going to be about tonight.
Yeah, the entirety.
If my thumb looks large to anybody,
Seems
it's,
normal to me.
no.
Thanks,
no,
fellas.
It's not
Bye,
usually
guys.
this size. Hey, thanks for the play on. Yes. Loud and swaying, everybody. So I was, having a morning here in Chicago, getting ready to come see all you guys.
Rosemont.
And, oh, right. Yeah, this isn't actually
It's not.
Chicago. Illinois.
Sure. The
and
Midwest.
Opened up my toiletry bag and just snagged my finger on my razor.
Gross.
I hope we don't have any squeamish people here, because this is what it looks like. No, I'm just kidding. So that was how my morning started. How's your morning going? Fantastic.
My morning started less blood squirting out of my body
Perfect.
for once.
That's ideal. That's ideal. It is.
My morning's
How about
been
you?
great. No, it's been great. I've met some wonderful people already. We sat around the table and talked and laughed and shared stories.
Are you changed as a person? Did you guys go on a journey together?
We did. We went on a very deep and long journey together, and
You seem different.
I feel different.
Yeah.
With every person I meet, I feel different.
Can I just say, your beard is amazing.
Isn't it?
You have a fantastic...
Thanks, friend.
Yeah.
Hey,
Listen,
hey,
we're-
right back
we're
at you.
beard
Right
fellows
back at
now.
you.
Fishing just for beard compliments.
I'm
Just two bearded guys meet. It's like, beard looks good.
That's
Your
beard.
beard looks good.
Dave, yours is,
That's beard, bro.
It's
You got-
coming in. It
It's
looks
theoretical
like it's coming in.
at this point. I have great beard potential.
So much beard potential. That
Thank
was the
you.
first thing I thought
What I
when I
called my
met
wife.
you. Yeah.
What? Ho!
Yeah.
Hey, Windy City. What's going on?
Okay. Hey. Oh, we have questions.
Yeah,
We
why don't
should should answer some questions before we keep talking about beards
Sure, of all kinds.
of all kinds, existent and non.
Sorry.
Let's go.
Hi.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh, we're just going right side, I guess.
Right side.
Presumptuous. Go.
This is for Gabriel. We've been seeing a lot of you on TV,
Good.
all of the commercials,
Thank goodness.
and was
All of
wondering which one was the most fun for you to film?
Oh my gosh. Okay. First of all, God bless commercials. There's nothing I won't sell you.
Amen.
If you whatever your product is, I don't want to know about anything. Let's
He'll
do it.
hawk it.
Yeah.
He'll hawk it
Yep.
for sure.
Absolutely, wholeheartedly. The most recent that I really enjoyed was the TurboTax. Oh, thanks. Big fans. Of
Big
TurboTax.
TurboTax people out there.
Not-
Yes.
They're not actually fans of the commercial, just of TurboTax
TurboTax in general.
itself,
Yeah.
which as a product is really fantastic. But because we did, it was, if you haven't seen it, it's a 1970s game show themed spot, and they made my hair gigantic.
Nice.
And they added some sideburns that were prodigious. They would make your guys' beards look like crap. frankly.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
They had to shave off my existing sideburns because they're like, it'll insult the real sideburns that we're going to add, I guess. So I was actually for the first time since I was 16, had just like haircut up to here. But that was my current favorite. Delightful. Also, really easy to remember the lines, as it was just the word free.
Is that just improv? Was that just all improv? You running
Yeah,
around?
well, you know, just to do a real deep dive on a 30-second commercial it's a game show, and I would get clues, and I would have to act out what it was to get my partner to guess it using just the word free. And they're like, okay, we got these stacks of real clues.
Can we play it now?
We could.
Let's do it.
What do you do? The music?
Yeah. What's the music like? How's this go?
Just do some kind of
70s game show porn.
game. Yeah.
Okay.
You added a word at the end of that I don't think was in there. 70s.
Game show? You said game show.
I did say that, but then you added a word at the end. Nope. After that.
Anyway, let's go.
Okay,
Let's play.
All right. Here we go.
All right. This is all I know.
All right.
Free. Free.
Guys, I'm so confused
Right?
what's happening
Nope,
right now.
that was it. You nailed it. You would have been great. You would have been great.
That
You
was
just got
fantastic, and I don't even know what it was.
a live version.
I loved it.
It's the Andy and Asmodeus show.
That's your.
And me. And me. Yeah, how'd you prepare for that role? Did you go full method, or?
I did, in that I told them, don't give me the clues until we're running, because I want to really do my best.
You're like, no one talk to me before we shoot. I
No,
need
no.
this to be fully fresh.
Yes. So there are some of those, that's the first time.
Should we take
Wow.
another question? What do you think?
Yeah.
No, I feel like this.
I feel like we've
is what we're
thoroughly
on the next
responded to the
40
turbo
minutes.
text.
Hello.
Hi, this is for Adam.
Hi.
So you tweeted a few days ago asking for suggestions, and I never responded to that.
For what? For?
For Chicago food.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion.
Everybody
You
said
haven't gotten it.
pizza. Is it
Okay.
pizza?
No, it's not pizza. It's actually hot dogs. Gene and Jude's.
Ooh.
My dad raves, but there we go.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right, that
Also-
side of the audience likes it.
They
This
love
side,
hot dogs over
indifferent.
there.
Another hot dog place, Portillo's. The chocolate cake shake.
So,
There we go.
okay.
Everyone knows
That
that.
side of
So
very
my-
divided room.
So my friend also told me to go to Portillo's and order an Italian beef.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah? And he said
All
to
right.
get it dipped. Get it dipped.
Yes.
See, I follow directions. It's no big deal. I follow really specific directions. Well.
Can I ask a follow-up to you?
Yes.
Do you, can you give me a solid defense of a deep dish pizza?
A
Because
solid defense.
defense.
I don't like pizza.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. I got excited for a second because I thought you were saying something specifically about deep dish because I have issue with the deep dish. But you don't like pizza in general?
No.
Get out of my face.
See, I'm from New York.
Sorry.
I'm from
a
New
hot
York,
dog
so I
person.
have to like stay out of the pizza debate.
Okay,
yeah,
no,
New
you'll
York.
You'll get angry.
I mean, I'm just not in my head calling it pizza. It's
No.
more like lasagna.
Yeah.
But with crust,
Sure. It's like
Lasagna
a
with
bowl,
crust.
It's a bowl of marinara, cheese, and meat.
which sounds delicious.
It's fine.
It just,
Don't call it.
I'm just
pizza.
not going to call it pizza for me
We've
because
lost.
I'm a New York. Thank you.
Should we take another question?
Okay, so my question's for Vincent.
Free.
What's happening?
Free.
Oh, amazing.
What's happening?
Free.
Oh my
Free,
God.
free,
Amazing.
free. Free, 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 free,
Oh my God,
free,
those
free,
sideburns
free,
are amazing.
free,
Free.
free,
Free.
free, 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 free.
That's right. TurboTax Free is free. Free.
Nice.
Brilliance.
Yes.
Brilliance. That was incredible.
Wasn't it?
You were so good.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Thank you.
I bought every second of that.
I appreciate that.
It was deep. It
Yes.
was
Not a deep dish.
Not deep
No,
dish.
because that's garbage.
Hey, I did a commercial.
Yeah.
Who pulled that up?
What? Yep. Who did
Look,
that? Look at this AV club over here, just crushing it.
Look at
Crushing it live.
For Jack in the Box, 2 really big chickens.
Yeah, and I did an Elio's Pizza commercial back in the day. I want that up there too.
Yeah. And then we'll get to the pizza commercial. But yeah, we did commercials.
Yeah, I've done a commercial or 2.
2 really big chickens.
Did a really great Volkswagen spot one time. That was fantastic. Took 4 days to shoot. Just saying.
Should we take a question while
everyone's real?
Just throw my reel up there. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabe,
Yes.
I was like, he don't look that old, and that was shot a long time ago.
That is authentic.
You aged very well.
I
okay,
do.
my
I'm like
question's
Paul
for Vincent.
Rudd.
So I'm a huge General Hospital fan.
Oh, cool.
Besides Supernatural, that's all I watch. And you played a very bad guy on.
Shocking.
I know, right?
He had a heart of gold, though.
But you had that accent, and I want to
yeah.
know if the character you played on Supernatural, if any of the similarities in your General Hospital character kind of bled into it. It almost It almost felt like the same guy, but one had a Hispanic accent,
Just
and
noticed
one
she was a
had
puppy, by the way.
a Southern accent.
There was one episode and scene that I felt like kind of sort of ushered in Asmodeus a little bit, and that was when I came back to haunt Will's character. I kind of dropped the accent and went just almost demonic with the thing. Has anybody else watch General Hospital? So, as you know...
Not as many people who love TurboTax, apparently.
It's not really fair. It's not really fair.
Shocking.
A lot of times a character dies and they come back and they haunt people. That's so...
But you came back as a twin brother.
Oh, and then I came back as a twin brother.
Oh, that's the dream.
Boring twin brother.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
Come on.
Look it.
Let's see it.
Here we
Let's
go.
see it.
Ready?
Yes.
I have no idea what's going on.
Maybe you're the original really big chicken combo with curly fries and a drink for just $3.99.
I remember
Why the
this.
cowboy hat?
You're the barbecue chicken combo with 2 chicken patties, bacon, cheese, and barbecue sauce. You also come with curly fries and a drink for $3.99.
I have no idea what's going on.
Just go with it. This director's a genius.
Brilliant.
Yeah, man. He found
All right. All right, now I feel left out.
Yep.
I did a
remember
commercial
that.
called Moonlighting for Volkswagen. I insist it is shown.
I demand it as well.
I demand it.
Better be good.
While we're waiting for that to queue up, we'll take another question. Anybody?
Hey.
Hi.
Good to see you.
You too. So I assume if your characters were road tripping, I would assume that Aaron and Andy would go to Amsterdam. But if you threw Asmodeus in there, what shenanigans would take place?
I think we'd head straight to New Orleans.
Oh, dear.
Get drunk right away. And somebody would end up missing.
Probably me.
I think we've got decent
Somehow.
I feel like that road trip does not end well for us.
No.
Somebody.
I don't know if Andy ever makes it out of the van. I think it's just take a little nap.
Why would you say they'd go to Amsterdam?
Our characters.
Our characters.
They
Oh,
really
because your
enjoy
characters
Van Gogh.
on Super... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, our characters love
Oh,
pot.
got you.
Our characters. Our characters enjoy marijuana, which is illegal. For the record.
Not in
I don't know what it is.
Medic.
Medicinal.
Oh, yes, medicinal.
Perfect.
But you could hear the quotation marks as they said medicinal.
Michigan, there we go. Is that? Yeah. Oh, hey, Michigan.
in the
Michigan's
house.
in the house.
Just in the back. Michigan stays in the back.
But what about those TurboTax people, huh? Where are you? Yeah. All right.
Jack in the Box, big chickens.
I remember that spot. I really liked that spot at the time,
Well,
even more so now.
Thank you very much.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hi, my question's for the three of you. I'd like to know if there's any actor or director you'd love to work with.
Ooh.
Tons. Yeah, a lot.
Aaron Sorkin. That was, I am such a West Wing dork.
Yeah.
Everything. I consume all Sorkin. I've been really into the podcast, the West Wing Weekly podcast. I have multiple West Wing Weekly podcast t-shirts, and one of the most excited I've been was when I ran into Rishi Hirway, one of the hosts of the show, in real life while wearing the t-shirts.
They're like, you're the first person to ever recognize me.
Yes, he was so delighted because I was the first person he saw with the t-shirt in the wild. And listen, it's cool. We've got a hand signal for the West Wing Weekly. It goes like this. Don't worry about it. It's super cool.
Wait, like this?
This, if you knew the show, you'd know that episode. They get it
That
right up
seems
here.
like sort of
And-
it's like a universal sign for on the way up.
It's, yeah. Oh, yeah.
On the way up.
It is.
Oh, here's your commercial.
Yes.
Dealer or not.
Yes, I'm telling you, I'm out of
Wait, no,
product.
this is just me on
Tough
weeds.
dick. The Northwestern Society of Embalmers is coming to the hotel tomorrow, and those fuckers get high. Find more.
Oh, this is the weirdest commercial ever.
Right, yeah. It's for boxes. It's a big
2 years
commercial
ago,
for
I was
boxes.
working at Captain
In
Ice
show,
Cream.
I did call weeds. It's not a commercial. It's just a
Now,
clip.
I run this city. And you know why? Because I make shit happen.
Little did they know I cursed like a sailor on that show.
I didn't think that commercial would have as much cursing.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't think Volkswagen would have you say fucking shit a lot, but
You were unloading a Volkswagen.
yes, that was the whole.
Yeah.
It was a strange commercial. It was directed by Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yes.
But
That's one of my directors. I'd
Yeah,
like to work
same.
with.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Thomas
Same.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Gaspar Noé.
Yeah.
Darren Aronofsky is a big one.
Oh,
that
yeah.
I'd like to work with. There's so many.
Oh,
There's so many.
Richard Spate Jr.
Definitely.
Yeah, baby.
Hope.
Matt Cohen.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Check.
Oh, check. Yeah, never mind.
Done. All right. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Nice stick.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good talk.
Okay, good. Bye. My question is what is the most interesting thing you've had to learn for a role?
Oh. My lines.
Most interesting, yeah. I had to learn how to play guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you have no knowledge?
I never had touched a guitar before, and then for an audition, they were like, and can you play the guitar? And as all actors know, you go, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I do know how to play the guitar. And they're like, great. So then I got a call back, and they're like, bring your guitar and play us a song. And so I literally like bought a guitar and for an entire 48 hours was just on YouTube like learning how to play the simplest 2-chord song, and then went in there and did it. Booked the role. It was called for a movie called The Backup Plan. Jennifer, I'm sure big fans of The Backup Plan here.
This area, not so much
right.
this area. Oh.
And then they ended up cutting that scene.
Because of your playing?
No.
Okay.
No. Turns out, like,
your bullshit.
I was so nervous about it too because not only did they want me to play guitar, they wanted me to play Spanish classical guitar, which is like
Ooh la
the
la.
hardest
That's French.
guitar to play. It's like, but
But
that
it's
kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's sexy.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't cut it because of the guitar player.
yeah. No, they said it was because it was all out of focus, which seems like a good excuse.
That happens
On a
sometimes.
professional
On
shoot.
a
Yeah.
studio film.
It really did. I swear.
I mean,
I
camera guy.
had to learn the tango. It was a lot of fun.
That feels right for you.
Yeah, it did. It felt good.
That's on brand.
Yeah. It was on, you guys see The Detour? Anybody see The Detour on TBS? Wow.
Ooh. I don't know. Yeah. I
What
did
about
see it. Didn't
TurboTax,
see it.
guys? What about TurboTax? Yes. Yes.
How about you, Gabe? You have to learn anything? For,
This for a friend of mine. He had to pretend to be from Ireland to get the part, like, as the voice of Guinness. They're like, we only want to hear people from Ireland. He's this big loud New York guy who's not from Ireland, but he's like, I'm gonna learn it. But he found out he could only speak with an Irish accent if he was real quiet down here. And so he would just go in and he got a job. He got the job. He's like, but he would always just be like, hey, how's it going? Guinness. Bye. See you later. Leave. Just like never chatted with them.
Because if it was, I'd be like, it's Guinness. It's the shit. I love it.
Oh, Guinness.
Hey-o.
But then one day, like it's this great job that he's got for like a couple of years, and then they decided to bring in these two guys from Ireland, from Dublin, like to come in and do like big famous Dublin actors coming in to do the shoot with him, and he hid in the bathroom while they did their part. He's like on the phone with his dad, saying like, "What do I do? Oh, what do I do?" You know, he's like, "Stay in the bathroom until
never leave,
never ever." And yeah, because he's like, they saw him, and they're like, "Oh, where are you from?" He's like, Dublin. And like, oh, this street? He's like, I gotta pee, and ran. But then for me, you know, the first thing that comes to mind, other than somebody else's story, is I learned that, so I did a commercial where they had to hang me upside down in a straitjacket. And they called me beforehand. They're like, hey.
Sounds like a Tuesday.
And they're like, you're into that, right? And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, it'd be fine. And so I'm like, well, let me check. And I went over to my bed and I leaned over like this. And I'm like, yeah, that feels fine. Yeah, tell them I can do it. Totally do it. It's different. You know, you see it in movies all the time. Not all the time. These kinds of movies. No,
I had to do it once. Yeah.
Okay, so like that, like people get tortured, like they get hung upside down, and then they get questioned, and you see it all the time, and it doesn't look pleasant, but you don't realize how truly awful it is.
Yeah.
And like, cause all the blood is rushing to your head. You've got like maybe one take. Maybe two.
And did they come and like lift you up after every take?
So that was the thing, is that then they'd have to lower, because I was up there, and in a straitjacket, showing how easy it is to set up this computer, that you could even do it hanging upside down in a,
oh my God.
In a straitjacket. This was for Clearwire, high spit. And
where's that Volkswagen commercial?
Oh yeah, you did a Volkswagen commercial.
I really did.
Yeah, fucking Volkswagen.
Fucking Volkswagen, they're the shit.
Yeah. And so I was doing it on the day, and it was miserable. But it's the only time I've ever raised my voice at a director, because we would do it. I was like doing a take, and just blood rushing into my head, throbbing, and then the director and the client just like started debating about, they're like, I don't know about this shot. I think, what should we do? We should do. I'm like, guys, can you just wrap this up? And then I don't know, gosh, what should we do? I'm like, guys, we really need to get me out of here. It was miserable. Anyway, that's what I learned that about myself.
Should we take another question?
I just wanted to start off by thanking Gabriel, because my TurboTax refund is the reason I'm here.
I'm doing God's work here, guys.
Yeah, TurboTax.
This convention is brought to you by TurboTax.
Who knew?
We probably should have mentioned that up front.
If we don't have endorsement deals by the end of this.
These are all plants.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to ask these questions.
My question is actually for Adam, though.
What's up?
It's about my third favorite show, Veronica Mars.
Yes.
Woo! They just released the first date. I think it's June 28th.
That. Yes, and they released a little teaser too.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm very curious what Max's role is going to be coming back, because when we left him, I believe he had quit school.
Yes.
Because he thought he was super cool and going to keep doing other stuff.
Yes.
Slightly illegal stuff.
Yes, so there's some, well, not illegal technically, but I think I can talk about this because I think they put it in some trade or something, in some article. Max now owns a pot dispensary in California.
Sensing a theme.
Yeah. And and so there's some stuff going on in the city of Neptune, and I am sort of tangentially involved, and that's pretty. I think that's all I can say. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
I gotta get a picture of this thumb.
Oh man.
Hang on. This is good.
Anybody else want a picture of the thumb?
No,
Anybody
yeah,
else?
Holding the mic though, that was
All right,
nice.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go. All right. We're just making art over here, guys, if anybody's
Real
interested.
art.
Making fucking art. Any questions over here?
What's up?
Hi, so I want to start off with saying I love all three of you very much.
We love you back.
Jeffrey, I've been a huge fan of you since you've been on General Hospital.
Thanks.
And my question is for all three of you. I was wondering what has been your favorite part of being on Supernatural?
Honestly, for me, it's coming to these things. I loved working on the show, but I think I've spent more time now at these conventions than I did actually. And so, honestly, being able to get FaceTime with all of you guys, you know, it's awesome to interact on Instagram and on Twitter and things like that. But for whatever reason, just that face-to-face interaction, that kind of contact, it just can't be beat, you know what I mean? And so being able to connect with you guys on that level, the best part of being on the show. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I would second that. It's a certainly unique experience. Like
For sure.
usually, especially as a character actor, you do, and before Twitter especially, but like you do a job and then you move on, and maybe your friends call you and say, "Hey, saw you on TV. Good job."
But you never.
They're like, "Oh, there's going to be like a couple thousand people who want to get together and talk about the show," and I'm like, I think there's a mistake, because I think at that time I'd done one episode. Now I've done two, and I'm like, this can't possibly be real. And it's at first I remember it was very surreal, but now it's just, I don't know, it's amazing. It's a blast, and all the relationships are great. But yeah, this is delightful.
And also, like, hanging out with, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but hanging out with all of you guys, but also meeting all these actors and becoming friends with them. It's been, you know, we stay friends, and all of a sudden we have like a little supportive community of people who have been on Supernatural at different times, and just a really cool way to connect with people.
By the way, I love seeing stuff like that, though, because that's with this group of actors too, where like you play the thing from Weeds, and I'm like, oh yeah, I love that guy from Weeds. Oh, that was you!
Yeah.
Like that's all the time now.
Yeah. It's a lot of us.
I'd say Asmodeus was one of those characters that, as an actor, I pray for and just try and call in with all my might. It's just the dialogue that they gave this guy, just the situations, the being able to make somebody explode by going like that.
That's the dream.
That's the dream. Just, I'd say everything about the character was my favorite part. I loved it. Yeah.
I love you guys. Thank you.
Love you back.
What's up, Venkman?
Hey, guys.
Yes.
Ghostbusters.
Yep. So speaking of Ghostbusters.
That's just his Friday outfit. Don't draw attention to it.
Right. So
that,
on his break.
Excuse me, one second. That reminds me of the time when I came to one of the first of the conventions. Somebody comes up to the mic, and I was like, "Oh, it's Harry Potter." It's Castiel. Sorry.
No
Harry Potter's trench coat. Yeah, classic Harry Potter.
So out of the three of you on stage, Adam, I know you were the only one who was actually in the Hollywood parody, but Jeffrey and Gabe, I just personally want to know that if you guys were in the parody, what would you guys have wanted to be, or what you wanted your role to be, because absence was missed.
Thank you.
Agreed.
I agree. Thank you.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Agreed.
I mean, I feel like just playing Jared is the part that just makes the most sense for me. I feel. I think people kind of do like a double take and just be like, wait, is Jared just playing himself? And then they'd be like, no, actually.
The resemblance is uncanny.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And that's just when I'm sitting down.
I would have liked to have played Andy, if possible. I think I could have nailed that role.
That's the dream. What would you like to have seen?
Quite frankly,
talk to me.
I'll be honest with you. I would have preferred seeing you guys all with that one portion where you all were dancing with the Impala with everyone cramped up in the car.
Oh, yeah.
I would have loved to see that, and then more specifically see the gags of that, like because I would imagine to be really heated up in that car with like 17 of you in there.
Oh, it would be hot.
It was really hot in that car, by the
Was it?
way.
Yeah.
Also, you know, I was kind of gunning for playing the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I just feel like no one got to like be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and that to me is the most important character of Ghostbusters. He really ties the whole thing together.
Just for the record, no one wants to see me dance. That is, have you seen The Jerk? That's a topical reference. The lack of rhythm that I can display. Mwah. Oh. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. My question is, if Thanos' snap affected our universe...
That's me as Thanos. It's like, oh, God.
Jerk Thanos.
Yeah, old jerk Thanos. There's the spinoff. It writes itself.
Which one of you three would be most likely to turn into dust?
I mean, it's the roll of a three-sided die, isn't it? It's not based on anything. I think...
kind of already ashes at this point. So
We're all dust, probably. Yeah, I don't know.
I close my eyes only for a moment. Then the moment's gone. Slips away.
Mm-hmm.
All we do.
Yep. That's the real answer. Next.
Hey.
Hi.
So you guys are obviously super fun and super funny.
True.
So
True. Both.
Hey, let's have a round of applause for her, huh?
Yeah. Brought to you by TurboTax.
Thank you. Great question also.
Question. You all seem really handsome.
Oh, thanks.
Two-part follow-up to the follow-up is you're gorgeous and I like your smile.
I mean,
Hi.
you're not wrong. But because of that, I was just kind of wondering if you had any crazy or weird stories of on-set experiences, either on Supernatural or other productions, that you'd be willing to share with us.
You know, when there's like such a wide ranging, my brain sometimes just shuts down. He's got something good. Go.
Well, toward the end when I was holding Castiel and Sam, and I was doing this, and they're like, oh, and they can't breathe.
Wait, what are they like?
They're like,
Right, and you were like, what?
and I was like,
But wait,
and then,
what were
and
they
then they
like?
were both like, but because I was still just going like this.
Right.
And then both of them at the same time were like,
Wait, now
So-
which one was Castiel?
That was
like-
Castiel.
Okay, great.
So
Cool.
I said,
Wait, what
wow,
were you
God.
like?
I was like,
Yeah.
but then Sam, he was more like,
Oh yeah. Well, was
so
there
I asked
anybody
them,
else
what
there?
how are they doing this? Like, how, because they've never, and we had just been talking about really hot peppers
What?
and eating hot peppers.
Yes.
And so every time they do that, every time I did that, they just said that they were remembering the time that they ate a really hot pepper.
That's like the Joey Tribbiani School of Acting, where just
Same.
try and figure out the square root of 168 when you just found out your brother died. Like, oh God. That's how I learned to act.
Which is weird because when my brother dies, I'm always like,
I always break out my calculator when someone dies.
every time.
How about you guys? Any wacky fun experiences on sets?
You have some wacky funness?
I mean, I've told this story a million times, so I feel like,
Make it a
have you
million
guys
and one.
heard the Gag Reel Story already? Yes? Okay, there's
She's
one.
like, done,
All right,
heard it.
all right, all right. I'll say, last time, everybody. Last time. Okay, so there's a scene where Sam and Dean are talking about like getting rid of my golem on their own, and I overhear them, and I come through, and I'm like, what do you mean? You're gonna get rid, like, don't you think you gotta go through me if you're gonna get rid of my, and, you know, it's like a whole standoff thing.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm standing off to Dean, and so I'm like this, right? And I'm talking to him, and he's like, listen, we're gonna get rid of your golem. And
Hey, buddy.
listen,
My God.
listen, little guy.
You're adorable.
We gotta get rid of it, all right? You stay there.
I really
No.
gotta, oh no. Oh.
Stepped on Aaron. No, so during, they do coverage of scenes. Sometimes they put the camera on one person, sometimes the camera's turned on you. When the camera was turned on me, I walked to my mark, and I was being real serious, and then Jared sort of like peeked up behind Jensen, holding a piece of paper with a drawing on it of something phallic.
Like
something phallic on
a
the
hot
piece
dog?
of paper.
A hot
Yeah, like a
dog?
hot dog.
Like a hot dog or
Yeah,
a hot
like
dog?
a hot dog.
Oh.
Like a microphone?
Like a microphone, maybe.
And was making obscene gestures.
Oral gestures?
No, just obscene.
Okay, okay.
With what?
With
Could you simulate a
No.
gesture? No.
No. And
Is it legal to?
I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
And
Medicinally, is it? That doesn't make any sense. Does it? I just tried to make
It might
connection.
somewhere.
Sure. I got a prescription.
And of course, like, I started dying laughing, and then could not finish that scene. And I think we probably did like 13 takes of that, because once it starts, it's very difficult to stop.
They don't take it as seriously as I thought they would.
They have been doing it for a very long time, and I think after for 15 years now, they have figured out ways to make it fun.
They were doing that in season 2. 'Cause I had a very emotional scene, and I forget which gentleman decided, you know what Gabe needs right before the camera rolls? He needs to see a picture of the dump that he just took. And let me just show it to him real quick, and action.
Wait, the dump that who just took?
One of them, I forget which one.
The world needs to know.
Right? Well, I just don't want to cast aspersion. I don't want to slander one incorrectly.
Why? Was it weird looking?
I suggested he see a doctor. That's how I saved his life. Because it turned...
What did you eat? Oh my God!
That's against God. What is this? That was upsetting. Because it's my first week. I'm just trying to keep a job and do a scene. And then also Jared's, I guess, favorite move, if I'm having to be serious, would be if I'm here, you stand there.
Wait, does this mean I'm Jared?
No, you're me.
Ah.
So just... Wow.
I mean,
wow, that was instant crushing disappointment. Oh, come
all right,
on.
fine.
Not
Okay.
even for
Wait, so you're
pretend.
Jared?
I'm Jared.
All right.
And as I'm just doing thank you.
What?
Just got very anyway, he would just as I was doing my scenes, Jared would just
Step on your foot?
Repeatedly
Oh
stepping on my foot. Just very settling so his shoulders wouldn't move, and I just felt that it's the weight of it.
These are very expensive shoes.
They're very nice.
Jesus.
They're actually really nice. I was noticing them early. But now it's dented.
Yeah, look what you did.
But his feet are like anvils.
Yeah, I could
Is that how
barely
you
feel that,
reacted
actually.
also? Or did you say, hey, these are very expensive shoes? And he went, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, so sorry. All right, where are we? Hello. We're Windy
Hi
City.
there.
Windy City. Yeah. Beantown. That's the same, right?
Over here?
Yeah. City that never sleeps. That's where we are. What's going on?
So I can't really follow that, but
Who could?
my question is for Jeffrey. I was wondering how the costume happened. Like, did they tell you, hey, you're gonna dress like the Kentucky Fried Chicken guy, or?
Colonel Sanders.
I don't see the resemblance.
He's a colonel, and give him the respect that he deserves.
Like, what was
I
your
don't see it.
reaction to that?
I liked it. I mean, it was already written that he wore a white suit, and I made a horrible mistake, though.
What'd you do?
I chose comfort over style with those shoes. After the first episode, though, the first suit that they had me in it was kind of an ill-fit suit. And I was like, all right, come on, if we're gonna do this, let's do this. And so they came in and they tailored it out. And they really made it sharp and looking good. And I like a good suit. I like a good fitting suit. Who doesn't?
Right?
But the shoes.
Monsters.
I hate when my suit fits.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
Right?
I can
when
move.
it form-fitting and makes you like
gross.
But yeah, so that was.
I got to
liked it.
pick out they put me in a room and they gave me choice. Like, this is
What?
not. Yeah, they literally. I showed up on a Friday, not shooting till Monday, and maybe I'm misremembering, but I remember being left alone in a room. They're like,
Same.
Is that true?
This white suit, this white suit, this one. How's this one?
This
Or
one's
this
cream.
one?
This is a
bit
bone white.
Just white.
Yeah. No, I had like all these kimonos. Pick your favorite kimono. Here is a tray of jewelry. I chose ear cuffs.
Apparently by season 8, they were like, here, this is what you're wearing. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Just take it. Deal with it.
Yep.
All right, next question.
Hey.
Hi guys, my question's actually for Adam. I love you all. But
Thank
is there
you.
any
Hi.
interesting stories about Santa Clarita Diet?
I was just fangirling, boying out about it's like my favorite show.
He
and
loves
I just
the
put
show.
it together, and I'm like, ah.
That's
Anyway,
me.
What's your
go.
favorite show? I missed the setup. What's your favorite show?
Santa
What?
Clarita, the show I'm on.
I was saying how much
Santa
I
Clarita
love
Diet.
Santa Clarita.
Is
Diet.
that why you cut open your thumb so they can eat?
Yeah,
your,
yeah.
Is that a?
Because
Yes.
I ate my thumb.
Yeah.
So
Wait, so the question was, are there any stories from it?
Yeah, any interesting stories?
Well, first of all, Drew Barrymore and Tim Oliphant are like the nicest people ever.
Good.
The only story really is in the second episode that I did, I play a morgue orderly, for those that have never seen it. And so there's a lot of like dealing with cadavers and organs and things like that I do. And so in the second episode is the first time I had to like handle an organ. And so
Hey.
I just saw Rob scribble down, watch Adam's show. You had me at organ fiddling.
My first time.
It's a combination
First
of
time.
of Rob's favorite body part and bluegrass, organ fiddling. It's
Finally coming together.
So he's handling an organ.
So I'm handling my organ. Basically, I just said we started a scene by taking what looked like a liver or something like that and putting it on a scale, and they used a real pig's liver.
Gross.
Yes. And so there was like someone whose job it was to like come through with like a piece of Tupperware and open it up and hand me this pig liver every time I did the scene, and I would have to like move it from over here to.
We do a weird job.
Honestly, it feels strange holding a pig's organ. And it also...
Robbie, whatever you do, don't Google holding a pig's organ. That's not
Set a reminder.
I have a quick sidebar question.
Yeah.
Adam, you're back on the road with us, and it's a blast.
I think so too.
Vegas, I walk out on stage, and you're talking about clay dicks.
Clay dicks, everybody.
Chicago,
Clay dicks.
Chicago, I walk out, you're talking about organ fiddling. I'm sensing a theme.
Yep. Organ handling. Organ handling.
I heard fiddling.
That reflects more on you.
Yeah, well, whatever. All I can tell you is that Clay Dix is a hell of an organ fiddler. I think it makes sense.
Did you guys all get filled in on Clay Dix? Are you guys big fans?
Is that when you check into a hotel, do you check in under Clay Dix?
Clay Dix, yeah, that's my my pseudonym.
Sure.
Yeah.
Your stage name.
My stage name is Clay Dix.
It's the country music alt personality.
Just word of advice real quick. Don't click on the hashtag Clay Dix. It's not going to be us. You won't see
It's
us.
not going to be this joke or these people or this time. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabe Tigerman, Adam Rose, and Jeff Parise.
Thank you.
Here they go.